Welcome to A Victim Bites Back with me, Jonathan King. I've managed to travel from Venice all the way down to Florence in Italy, which is sort of quite a long drive, 6 or 7 hours. What I love about Italy, one of the many things, it's one of my favourite countries in the world, is that every city is a bit different from the next one. A bit like Morocco in that each city is very different from the one next door. You get the beautiful buildings and it's nice and calm on the outskirts. I've got a new hotel there. Little car relaxes for a few days outside. And I enjoy the Villa Tolomei, which is a wonderful little hotel with the best view from the swimming pool of anywhere, I think, in the world. Just marvellous. You can see the whole of Florence spread out beneath you as you swim in the sunshine, because I'm glad to say summer appears to have arrived to the world in May, and I am enjoying it as I look out of my window at the city beneath me in the Villa Tolomei Hotel and Resort in Florence. I've stayed here for several years now. I used to stay down the road in another hotel, the Villa Cora, which we'll take a look at in a moment, but I discovered this one 5 or 6 years ago, and it's beautifully furnished with wonderful views, very calm, very gorgeous, very relaxing. The Villa Cora used to belong to Napoleon's wife. It's a mansion. They converted it into a hotel, and it is beautiful, but the trouble is it's terribly expensive now, and I simply can't afford it. It is lovely to look at. It's got beautiful trees and flowers, especially in May when all the pink and white blossoms come out. I park my car because I still go there both to swim in the pool, which I often do, and also to eat in the excellent Michelin-starred restaurant, which is right next to the pool. And the food there is always really good. I have to say this year it's actually been better than I've had it ever before. The food has been quite fantastic. After I've had my swim, I take a shower, get myself dressed suitably, and pop into the restaurant next door and enjoy myself with the fine dining and reading a good book. They have there the asparagus, which is done beautifully with a fantastic sauce. They have risotto, of course, with peas, the best Italian risotto you can imagine. And my main course was a lamb dish, which I have to say was absolutely excellent, and I enjoyed every single bite of it. One of my favourite places in Florence has now turned into a tourist attraction. It's a perfumery. Can you imagine standing in line for 90 minutes just to go into a perfume shop? But it's not just any old perfume shop. It's the first in the world, the best in the world. It was founded in, I think, the year 1202 or something, and it provided perfumes and scents and all kinds of things. Queen Elizabeth I, years ago, hundreds of years ago, used to send out there to Florence to come to the Santa Maria di Novella, where people could buy these incredible scents and perfumes and even some drinks and things as well. I go there every time I'm in Florence, but this time I went and I saw this enormous line outside. I was not prepared to join the line, so of course I crashed my way straight through, which I always do. I'm so offensive, it's so nauseating. And this time, actually, I was planning to buy myself something. They do some fantastic sugar-free mints. A friend of mine gave me some, I'm glad to say, because the queue was 20 minutes long to pay for something. So the trouble with Florence is just like Venice and everywhere else. Too many tourists, not enough space. I've discovered a new restaurant in Florence which I loved called In Santo Bevitore, with perhaps the most smiling and handsome waiter I've ever seen in my life. Not only excellent service, but very, very good food. Delicious, in fact, as I sip my ice-cold beer, poured by my handsome, smiling waiter, and I eat my Italian cuisine. Various hams and salamis freshly cut in front of me, which I had with a Bloody Mary cocktail. The usual risotto, but different this time. I try all the different sauces of risotto if I can. Sitting reading my book, which is Elizabeth Strout's new one, The Things We Never Say, which I recommend heartily, and gazing out at the peaceful courtyards around Florence. It really is a wonderful city. So I shall return to my little hotel to get packed and ready to leave Florence and drive all the way down the A1 to the city of Rome, one of my favourite cities in the world. In little car, straight down the A1, where I intend to spend several weeks in the sunshine enjoying the city. Of course, the scandal of the week has been the children raping children, the boys and the girls, and the judge not imprisoning them and so on. What they tend to miss is the reality is people, especially children, will always get confused and muddled over what is allowed and what isn't allowed and what they should do, what they shouldn't do. That's really not important. It's never going to change. It will always go on. What's important is that the public, the media and the government are now saying judges and juries should not be allowed to decree what happens to someone and whether they're guilty or innocent, how much time they should spend in jail, if any at all, because actually what counts is the sensationalist tabloid headlines, guilty or not guilty, rape or not rape, and that should be what it should be judged on, not on the specific individual facts and details. I find that frightening. But then I find a lot frightening these days, not just in Great Britain, which is going bonkers, but in the world, which is remaining bonkers, be it Iran or the Straits of Hormuz or Gaza or Palestine or anywhere else. They're all off their rockers. See you next time round for A Victim Bites Back in Rome.